What are the documents required to open a Singapore bank account for a Singapore registered company? So let's have a look. The process and documents required are slightly different depending upon whether the main signatory is a Singapore resident or a foreigner. So first let's understand for a main signatory who is a Singapore resident. In this case, the process of applying for a bank account for your business is quite straightforward. So first of all, you can apply online. Once your company is registered, you can go to DBS Bank, OCBC Bank or UOB Bank website, and using my info, you can start the application. So you will have to log in using your SyncPass. Once the application is verified, you can arrange for a meeting at one of the bank branches. So the system will offer you where you can go and meet the bank representative. So you can go there. At that point of time, you need to carry your NRIC for identification purpose and sign the documents, and that's it. That's the very straightforward process. The total process will take roughly 5 to 7 working days from the time you start the application, then visit, and then the bank account is created. And the documents will be posted to your company address. So I am on DBS banking website and you can click here. You have to ensure that you are in SME banking and not in personal banking. And you can click here open business bank account. And then it will give you basically three options. So depending upon your choice, you can select which bank account you want to open. So let's say that I select this one and I will say account, open account instantly. And then it will ask you to log in using my info, or you can fill up the details manually also. So there are both these options are available. I guess the process for UOB and OCBC will also be the same. If the main signatory to the bank account is a foreign promoter, so if the company is promoted by a foreigner through a corporate secretarial firm and maybe is availing a nominee director arrangement, then in that case process is longer and bit complicated. So in this case, you cannot apply online because the foreign promoter does not have a My Info or SyncPass account. Your personal visit is required, and this is the arrangement pre-COVID days. So prior to COVID, for bank account opening, foreign promoter must visit Singapore. That was the requirement. And then you will go to the bank branch, or the bank representative will corporate service provider's office and will finish verification of documents and signing of the forms. However, during the COVID period, remote bank account opening is possible with some of the banks because people could not travel and the airlines were shut down. This arrangement was done. Now keep it in mind, this process is longer and it takes normally 3 to 4 weeks. And during the peaks of the COVID, it has even taken longer. So let's understand what documents you will need to provide if you are a foreigner promoting company in Singapore. The two important documents are the copy of your passport and a proof of address. So these two documents will be required in every case. Now these two are the bare minimum, and generally if you provide any additional document which provide more information about your business background, then that is welcome. So my general advice to everybody is provide as much information as possible so banks can make informed decision about your case and they will be confident in opening the bank account. Now let's have a look at the process overview. So the steps involved will be broadly as follows. So we will, as a CSP, we will provide all the documents to the bank representative. They will have online Zoom meeting with you to verify you and maybe to view your identity documents and so on. After that, you will sign the form, most probably in the same Zoom meeting, or there can be another Zoom meeting. Then the account will be submitted for approval internally by the bank representative. Once it is approved, account will get opened. Password and any other slips and cards, everything will be posted to the company's registered address in Singapore. So it is normally going to go back to the corporate service provider who you have engaged. And then the CSP, that is, we will courier all this information or the slips and cards to you. So this is overall the process, and this will take 3 to 4 weeks at minimum. So don't expect that you have incorporated a company and immediately within 3 or 4 days the bank account should be opened. Now, one more thing to note here, some of the steps might change in the order. For example, some banks get forms signed first and then conduct the meeting later on. And in some cases, the banks will also require notarized documents from you, from your home country, to be couriered. So, in summary, business bank account opening is quite straightforward process in Singapore, and it is definitely very easy for Singapore residents. Maybe I will say the time required and the document complexity is slightly more for foreigners. In general, I will recommend that if you are a foreigner promoting company in Singapore, provide as much information as possible to the banks upfront so that you can maintain good banking relationships.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.